Okay, I've just watched and listened to one of the best YouTube videos ever created about Formula One, and I need you to go and listen to it. And what I need you to do is to share the shit out of it. Really, I need you to share it, share it, share it. And we need to do whatever it takes to get the YouTube algorithm, kick it into gear, and so that this video gets in excess of 1 million views. Okay, it's absolutely essential that it happens. I've been trying to do what I've been trying to do for coming up to 2 years now. And after 2 years of producing over 500 videos, my reach is limited. Now I'm going to keep going with this, and I will not stop until justice is done. However, what things are going to accelerate when the message is actually put out there, and when somebody creates something that is such an incredible video such as this, people need to see it. It's going to wake so many people up. So I'm not going to steal the video. I'm not going to just play it. I'm going to play you an extract of it on here so you can just see how good it is. I need to explain the first part of it and then just show you. This sort of thing takes time to piece together. Okay, so Espinala 44, this is an incredible job that you've done. I'm going to put a link to that video both as the pinned comment and in the description of this, and then I need you to get across to that channel. I need you to subscribe to the channel. I need you to watch the video. I need you to like the video, and I need you to importantly share that video, okay, on each of your social media, whatever it might be. Share that video and you'll see why. Let's have a look. So
For years, Sky Sports F1 and Martin Brundle have been at the centre of the F1 media narrative. And if one thing has become abundantly clear...
Okay, the media narrative. Now let's have a clarity. Let's really have clarity in what that actually means. The media presenting the situation in a certain way. If you're here, 95% of you that are here will know what we're talking about. Okay, we know what we are seeing. We know the reality of it. We know that what we're seeing from Max Verstappen is dangerous. And they're presenting it as if it's super exciting and that it's just acceptable. That is narrative. And this is the same thing that is happening in every single facet of life. Things that are going on in this world that are entirely wrong and being presented by the media in a different way to what the reality of the situation is. And this is what the media is serving to do. Media is serving to actually serve the interests of those who have actually got control of the media. Those who are making money out of the situation. This so-called war in Israel-Gaza, which is not a war, it is the slaying of a population. It's a genocide. How is that being presented to you? Who's benefiting? Who's buying all of the arms from the arms manufacturers to actually perpetrate the mass killing of people? Who does that benefit? Vanguard, BlackRock. What does the media tell you about that? Oh, Israel is defending itself. Israel is defending itself. It's had 1,000 of its people killed, so it's defending itself, right? It's using its shield to kill over 40,000 in retaliation. That's defense, is it? That's defense. But what do the media tell you about that? Oh, yeah, Israel is the one that's under attack here. Israel's under attack and it's defending itself. But the arms companies are doing all right out of it, aren't they? Oh, them arms companies, who owns the arms companies and gets all the profit from them? Oh, Vanguard, BlackRock. And who owns the media? Oh, Vanguard, BlackRock. And who's telling us that Israel's defending itself? Oh, the media that's owned by Vanguard and BlackRock. Who is setting the narrative? Understand that. So I didn't mean to go into that. But wake up, people. Wake up. It's bigger than Formula One. This video is incredible. Carry on with this.
It's their selective outrage when it comes to enforcing fair play in Formula One. Let's not mince words. When Verstappen's driving was edging on reckless aggression in 2021, often to the direct detriment of Lewis Hamilton, Brundle, and the Sky Sports F1 team repeatedly made excuses. In their eyes, Verstappen was simply assertive or uncompromising. And they dismissed Hamilton's legitimate grievances and penalized him for defending his position, only to glorify Verstappen's dangerous tactics as a natural part of his racing style. But fast forward to 2024, and the hypocrisy is on full display. Suddenly, Brundle and the rest of Sky Sports have discovered that Verstappen's driving is problematic, labeling it as over the line and even dangerous. But what changed? Why was it acceptable, even commendable, in 2021 when it was Hamilton's championship at stake? But now it's unacceptable? This drastic shift isn't just hypocritical, it's shamelessly transparent. Brundle's newfound criticism of Verstappen is nothing but a transparent attempt to rewrite history, to save face now that Verstappen's recklessness is finally affecting other drivers. But my response to Brundle will be one of the phrases that he oh so loves to say himself. It's a day late and a dollar short, I'm afraid.
I'm going to play you what they've put together now, right? But this is the thing. Were it not for people standing up and saying, no, we're not having this, were it not for social media channels actually highlighting the hypocrisy of all this, then they would just carry on lying to people and conditioning people's minds. That is what these people like Brundle, like Crofty, like everybody that works for Sky Sports, they take money for perpetrating a false narrative. And now that they can't get away with it because it's so blatantly wrong, because it's being highlighted by people. The day after Abu Dhabi 2021, Brundle was put in front of us and told us, oh, there's nothing you can do. Red Bull did nothing wrong. Max did nothing wrong. There's no mechanism to unwind that. And it's also complex. It's a highly complex technical sport, and the rules are like this thick. And he said before in commentary, and I'm sure he'll say it again, that you know, he doesn't like the safety car rules. But this was when he was explaining what was wrong with Abu Dhabi, and he didn't explain a single thing. This is the expert lying to us, presenting the false narrative, enabling the fraud. Let's be clear, Abu Dhabi was sport fixing. That's fraud. He enabled that. He is complicit with that. He's a key cog in that fraudulent criminality. That is what Martin Brundle is. Now listen to this.
And he was on the previous lap, and here goes Lewis Hamilton. He was last at the start of the sprint. He's trying to take the lead from Verstappen, but he is forced wide by Verstappen, and Verstappen himself has to go off the track. Did Verstappen drive Hamilton off the track?
Did Verstappen drive Hamilton off the track? Let me know what you think, whether he did or whether he didn't. Oh, that's a question, is it? The media asking whether Verstappen drove Hamilton off the track.
He didn't run into him, but
Oh, thanks for that, Martin. Thanks for that. He didn't run into. Why didn't he run into him? Oh, because this guy had to dive out of the way.
Mercedes will think that.
Oh, but Mercedes will think that. Oh, there's two balanced sides of an argument here, isn't there, kids? Let me know what you can argue it out as to what you think happened there.
And he is gaining, and he is gaining, and he is gaining on Max Verstappen. He's going to go for the move here. Lewis Hamilton trying to get into the lead of the race. They go wheel to wheel into the first corner. Verstappen has to bail out. Lewis Hamilton has...
Verstappen has to bail out. Verstappen drove off the track at that first corner. Verstappen has to bail out. He's driven a straight line when Hamilton is trying to take a left-hand corner. Hamilton's on the outside trying to turn left, and Max has driven on in a straight line. Right across the line that Lewis Hamilton would have to take to make it around the corner.
To bail out, Verstappen ends that sequence with a bigger lead over Lewis Hamilton.
Max doesn't like to yield, does he? He'll use any part of the racetrack.
That's not the racetrack, Martin.
That guy's crazy now.
No investigation necessary, say the stewards.
The door's open, he's gone.
Look at that. Abu Dhabi, turn 6. He's got to give that place back. He's got to give that place back. He's got to give that place back. And then they spent the next 20 minutes, the entire Sky Sports enterprise, Jenson Button, Damon Hill, Nico Rosberg. Yes, we'll all bring in the former experts. Oh, yes, he's got to give that place back. He's got to give that place back. He's got to give that place back. What's happened there? That's called forcing another driver off the track.
Through it, he's kept completely within the white lines, and a car that was side by.
He's kept completely within the white lines, has he? Has he left any room for the other car on the track? We can go through all the times where the stewards have penalised the driver that has left the other car no track room, and the other driver isn't ahead at those times. I can go back to Austria 2021 and we can see the penalties handed out to Lando Norris and to Sergio Perez twice. You can see that in my video that I did about 3 videos ago with the red thumbnail. Go and have a look.
My side with him is heading off down the road. I'll stand by that, but that's not what the stewards think. Here we go. Lando goes up the outside. That's fair enough, but actually, you know what? Max veered left towards him, didn't he? We'll see it from different angles, but here we go. Yeah, that's Max squeezing him out. I think Max will have to take the blame for that one, in my view. It looked as if Norris was trying to let him through, and he drove him off the racetrack.
And you can understand why the stewards have given that 10-second penalty, because they will have felt that what Max Verstappen did was dangerous.
But what about turn 7? I thought that was more dangerous.
Well,
it was much more dangerous.
The 20
Right, so there's a lot more to come on that. That's a 10-minute video and we're only about 2 minutes into it. It's a brilliant video and I need you to go and watch it over on their channel and I need you to share it. People need to see what's really going on, and it is videos like that which is going to put huge pressure both on this sport and on this media, and it's going to expose the corruption that's going on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put together some videos which are going to expose this notion of Max Verstappen being the genius in terms of understanding the rules better than everybody else. Probably 2 videos. And it will clearly expose that this narrative has evolved ever since 2021. Max Verstappen is now a genius because he understands the rules of the sport and the overtaking guidelines better than everybody else. 2 videos I'm going to show you on that. And as these overtaking guidelines would have been developed and evolved, you have a governing body of motorsport that doesn't seem capable of identifying every single flaw in what those guidelines are. Even a child, right? Even a child sat down in their group of friends discussing this could identify the major failing of what these guidelines are. And yet the governing body of a sport can't do that. And I'm going to show that in these videos. And there's a reason. There's a reason why they've done it. And it is entirely to promote Max Verstappen. So this is the thumbnail you need to go and see. Okay, Espinala, I don't know how to pronounce it. Espinala 44, F1 News. This is the channel. Get yourself across there. So far, 736 views. It needs 1 million. It needs 2 million. It needs 5 million. When the people see this, it's going to start changing things. Okay, it's going to start changing things. If you've not already done so, also check out FF1, Boy 10 Dio, and NS and C. Those are the 3 channels, all small channels like myself, who have actually been willing to speak the truth about what is going on in this sport, have been consistent, and them 3 channels are channels that have helped boost my channel to the size that it is now. The little guys have got to try and help each other to expose those with the wealth and the power, the big media machine that will just quash us because of their reach. The number of people that they can reach is huge. 108.7 million people watch, or it's 107.8 million people watched Abu Dhabi 2021. And yet only 160,000 people have watched part of my video exposing the fraud. That's not 0.1%. Well, it might be a bit more than 0.1%, but it's a tiny figure. It's a tiny figure. And that's why they're getting away with it. So, get yourself across to Espinala 44 F1 News. And make sure you watch this video in full, like it, and importantly, share it. And make sure you subscribe to their channel. Like I say, there's some videos are timeless. Some videos, when this changes, and it will change, there's going to be a lot of YouTubers out there going to have to delete a lot of their content. There's going to be a lot of YouTubers, so-called Formula One expert channels, Peter Windsor, Driver 61, WTF1. They're going to be deleting a lot of their shit. Trust me, they're going to be deleting a lot of their shit. This one will be there forever. Thanks for your time.